Okay, so we just left that area. Nothing was there, and we're just heading back, and we're gonna get into like the Slenderman stabbings. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but we're just getting into the Slenderman stabbings right now. It should be quick, should be simple, and let's get into it. Right now is gonna be like a little bit of a research thing, and I remember in the beginning of the series, or not series, but you know what I mean. I remember saying I wasn't gonna talk about the Slenderman stabbings. Now, I lied. I want to talk about them for a little bit. Now, what I say in this video, some people might not agree with, and that is okay. This is my beliefs on what happened, and if you don't want to hear this, you get upset. I completely understand. You can skip this part. This part probably will only be a couple minutes. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the article. Uh, the article on the stabbing. Now, I remember this when it went down. And me and my friend, we're just gonna call her Sarah. Me and my friend Sarah, I remember me and my friend Sarah looking at this or whatever, and we saw this and we were like, you know what, this is interesting or whatever. Let me get to like the article because I'm getting distracted right now. Okay, so if you don't know, the Slenderman stabbings were where these girls stabbed their friend to death, and I think that they were turning into proxies. I don't think they were fully like the way there. I think they wanted to be proxies. They weren't like turning into them, they wanted to be proxies. Now, I remember hearing this in 2014 and thinking, because my grandma, like, at the time, like, you see, like, someone was talking about Slender Man, like, after that stabbing, it was just like, no, I don't want my kid involved with that, you know what I mean? So we had to, like, keep it on the down low that we were, like, researching Slender Man, and then, like, whenever my friend's parents would walk down to check on us, we would, like, switch it to, like, a Minecraft video or something, and that, like, it was funny because, like, one of us would be reading it and then the other, like for example, my friend would be reading it out loud or like kind of like whispering it to me, and I'd be like watching the staircase, and then we have like a code word. It would be probably something like, oh, what's that on Minecraft, and then we would switch it or something, but yeah, so I remember doing that, and that was, I don't want to say that was fun because it's kind of fucked up, but yeah, I remember, doing all that stuff, but now, I think they wanted to be proxies. Now, the thing about proxies is that you cannot choose to be a proxy. That's not how it works. It chooses you. And another thing is that I thought at the time was that they thought they would get off, because, like, I didn't know nothing about the justice system, and I still don't. I'm not a fucking lawyer, okay? But, what I think what I thought at the time was, oh, they were just saying this to, like, get off the hook, sort of speak. You know what I mean? Like, they were just saying this because maybe they would get less time or whatever. And, yeah. So, the Slenderman stabbings were not the only thing that happened in 2014. Now, another thing happened in 2014 with this girl who burned down her house. If you want more information on the stabbings, I would say just like looking it up, because I'm not going to go all into it, because like we almost all know the story. Okay, so alright, so there was another attack in 2014, and there was this teen who burnt down her house and stabbed her mother. This one's not on Wikipedia, though. Alright, so there's the 7th grader is accused of burning her house down with her mother and young brother inside. she was upset about being disciplined at bedtime. I love how it's just like at this point in time, we've gotten to like the age where it's just like, you know what, my mom told me to go to bed, but better burn down the house. My mom didn't get me a pony for my birthday. Better just stab everybody and burn down the... I'm sorry, that... but she burned down the house and blamed it on Slenderman. Now, again, I think she was trying to be a proxy. Now, there's another one where there was a 9-year-old who, like, stabbed her mother. And what you notice is that these are all girls, not boys, which is strange. I don't know. And at the time, no, this is the reason why me and Sarah stopped being friends. Because she got into it, right? And I think she wanted to become a proxy. Now, this is my own story. I'm not reading this shit off. So, after we started researching it more and more, and so we were originally looking for 001, as you know. But she wanted to get more into the Rake and the Slenderman, which I didn't have a problem with. I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was creepy and fun. But it got to the point where one time I went into her room and she had like all these like drawings of Slender Man, like, you know, like around. And, well, they weren't like on the walls, but she had like a drawing of Slender Man and she's like, "Do you think this is good?" And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And then she started to get more and more into it, you know what I mean? And it started to get to the point, it was like in 2015, like shit hit the fan, and I was like, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, if we see Slenderman, I'm gonna like stab your eyes out or something." And I was like, you know what? I'm good. Yeah, we're not doing this shit anymore. And yeah, we just stopped being friends after that. But yeah, I never really talked to her again. I never really seen her again. She didn't come out for a long, long time. I still don't see her come out of the house ever. Now, do I think she, like, did something? No, because, I mean, I know she's still there, because I remember going there, like, a couple months ago, and, like, going to talk to her or whatever, but, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was just no. And also at the time, it was getting to the point where, like, I'm gonna go more in depth to it, like, right now, but it was getting to the point where I think my friend, we're gonna call him Pepsi Man, right? My friend Pepsi Man was like, I'm not gonna call him Pepsi Man. I'm gonna call him by his real name because he has like a Musical.ly and I think a YouTube channel with the name. His name's Carmelo. He's really cool. Everybody likes Carmelo, right? But it got into the point where she got like really weird, and she would like get mad, and instead of like, you know, like yelling, she'd just scream, like scream. And it got to the point where it's like people would look outside to see what's going on, and it was just weird, right? And one time we wouldn't let her in the house because she was like talking about like stuff, not like about Slender Man, but she was just like, we just didn't want to let her in the house because honestly it was kind of, this is fucked up, but it was kind of like funny to watch her scream and shit to us. You know what I mean? So we're like, no, you can't come in the house. And she's like, can I go in the pool? We're like, no. And we just kept saying no to everything she asked. So she got mad, and she took my friend's skateboard, and she whipped the shit on the ground, broke it over her knee, and threw it in the street, and told cars to run over it, and the cars fucking swerved. It was funny for me, not for him. He lost a very good skateboard, but yeah. So I'm going to go a little bit more in-depth to this era of 2014 with the things. Now, my opinion on this is that Slender Man was so big in 2014. There were so many like stories of people stabbing each other, so many new creepypastas coming out, so many like folklore that was being dug up about it. And now how you hear about how Slender Man operates on the power of belief. What if at the time it was a surge in belief? You know what I mean? Now, they call it fictional. They call it, you know, fake. But we really got to a, like, you know, think about it. If Slender Man is able to have girls stab their best friend, if Slender Man is able to have people burn down their house, then it has to be at least a little bit real, right? Now, there's this Buddha thing. I don't know if it's Buddha or Hindu, but basically it states that if you keep believing in something, eventually it will become real. You know what I mean? And this is definitely true for Slender Man. Like, when Slender Man came out, it was just a few photos, but now it's like people are seeing him in real life. So, whether it's like operated by the power of belief or what, I don't know. Now, if it's operated by the power of belief, that would mean that most of the stories are fake, which would kind of explain a lot. But the thing about Slender Man is that he has so many abilities. You know what I mean? It's okay. So there's like this article, and it goes over literally everything: the stabbings, the burnings, and all this. Now we're gonna go to the Slender Wiki. Now this research part's gonna be a little bit longer. It's probably gonna be the rest of the video. And then the next video, part 4, will be like the end of this Slender Man series, whatever. This hunt for Slender Man. Now, if we go to the Slender Wiki, the Slender Man Wiki, now this is what we spent most of our time on in 2014. This and the creepypasta thing. And, you know, like Wikipedia and stuff like that. And I haven't visited this site in like 7 years, so, oh, that's nice. Okay. Looks like some things have been updated, and they have ads. Okay, so this is the Slenderman website. It's called the Slender Wiki, Slenderman Wiki. If we go down to here, abilities, it's selective invisibility, which means it can, like, you know, select if it wants people to see it or not. The ability to change its height and body shape, the ability to shape its arms into tentacles, or the ability to sprout tentacle-like appendages from its back, shoulders, used as arms or legs, simply to install fear. Now, this right here was like, you know what I mean? Like, how would you not know what Slenderman was at this time? And, like, as it, like, obviously operates on the power of belief, okay, how do you spell belief? I'm autistic. Now, okay, I already opened up like 100 tabs. We gotta get out of this and get out of this. So, I'm gonna like end it here, and I'll get back to you when I get on it. They don't have the power of belief on here anymore, which is strange. I remember there's like a whole bunch of pages about it. Anyway, we're gonna go into proxies, and like, because inside of experiencing Slenderman, we most likely will experience a proxy. A proxy is the term given to those who serve the Slenderman. The theory behind them. This website is old, and they haven't changed the background. Like, come on, this is 2014, right? You gotta change it right when I'm speaking? Okay. Slenderman shit wiki, okay. Like, look how 2014 this is. This isn't, like, new. I haven't been on here since, like, 2014 or 15. So... okay, so there's, like, ranks. There's ranks of proxies. Hollowed, mindless puppets created by Slenderman to harass... for the harassment of runners with no other purpose. Basically means I don't even fucking know. Berserkers, more closely resembling the traditional proxy slaves to Slenderman, but with enough of their own will to to have superior. Basically, they're like upgrade from the Hollowed. Sleepers have their own abilities and that sort of thing. Agents, not proxies in the traditional sense. Agents appear as like a cult, sort of, like they worship him, and the relevance. Proxies with like super strength and really good abilities, and like they can make you hallucinate and all that sort of thing. Now the proxy symbols are like, do I have a pencil? It doesn't make. Okay, here we go. Got my own laptop in here. Okay, so there's like, so we all know the circle of the X, but there's another circle, and it's like this. It's like an oval, and then another oval. Right here it is. It's called the symbol of something. That's the So yeah. No, the reason why we're talking about this and not in the research part of the video is because I wanted to like break up the research throughout the video. I'm just testing this because I thought, you know, it'd be easier to like break it up so you guys didn't have to watch like a whole research part, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get into the read it right now. On May 31st, 2014, in I don't even know how to say, in Wisconsin, 12-year-old girl Anessa E. Winner, born November 10th, 2001, and Morgan E. Listener, born May 16th, 2002, lured her friend Peyton Lerner into the woods and stabbed her 19 times in an attempt to impress fictional character Slender Man. Now, I was just watching the HBO documentary, and that's pretty old. That's from 2016. So the trial could have updated or whatever, and that's not too far. Oh shit, dude, that's not too far from where I live. I mean, I live in Michigan, so it's far, but it's like right by Michigan. It's like right across from it, the lake. So yeah, this affected me and my friend April, which we didn't think it was like cool, but like we thought it was very interesting, and we thought that they were becoming a proxy or something like that. So they got charged with 65 years in prison. Now, do I think they should have gotten charged 65 years in prison? No. Now, I realize that they did stab somebody 19 times, but like, I don't know. I don't think they should be charged 65 years because they're going to get out there like 77 or something like that, right? They're going to get out of jail when they're like 77. I think they should have been I think maybe they should be released in 20 years in prison, maybe 25 at the most, because I realize that it was an attack and that, you know, they almost killed somebody, but I think they learned, you know, not to do it again. So she was charged with second-degree homicide. She pled guilty to second-degree homicide and was charged. How is that homicide? Because she didn't die. So, the Peyton didn't die? I don't think so. Did she die? No. I remember reading something about her getting out of the hospital in 2016. Because I remember seeing like it on like a newspaper, and she was holding some kittens or something. Oh, she was sentenced to 25 years to life. So she will be getting out at the age of 37. So I guess the documentary is wrong. The judge sentenced the other one to 40 years. Oh, 40 years under mental health supervision. So I guess that's like 65 years, yeah. Mental health. 40 years to life in a mental health place. The 5-inch gnawing knife cut into her liver and her stomach. It missed her heart, I heard. Now, the thing about this, which, again, you know, you don't have to believe me, you don't have to go with this, you can rant in the comments about this. I think they turned into proxies or something like that. Not because of the fact that, like, you know, like, usually when somebody gets caught with a crime, they start crying, right? But these girls didn't cry. They just sat there, and they, like, I don't know. Now, there was a big debate on, like, whether they should be tried as adults or kids, and they were tried as an adult. They were sent to, like, prison, not, like, a kid prison or something, I heard. So, yeah, they were, like, tried. This article is pretty old, though. I might want to print this out. So, now, my opinion on this is, like, I think they might have, like, you know, it could obviously be that they just were, like, so, this is what I think. Okay, guys, so that's the end of the video. We were gonna go to Dodge Park, but, it was closed or something, and we couldn't get in. Coincidence? I think, no, but, something's going on there, so we couldn't get in. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video, the end of this hunt. Not series, well, I guess it's kind of a series, but, like, the Slender Man hunts, it's over, it's done. End of the thing. Yeah, Creepster 108 signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, don't drink the water. Also, try, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I don't honestly care if you do. Like, comment, subscribe, generic YouTube bullshit. Creepster108 signing out. See you in the next video.
Have you heard of the guy who is 10 feet tall? Scares people away cause he's got no face at all. Super long arms with tentacle ends, but the tragedy is he just wants to make friends. Ba-dum-dum-dum, Slender Man, sympathy for Slender Man. He hangs out in the dark cause he's got nothing to do, or his very best suit just to impress you. Have sympathy for poor Slender Man. He's too tall for a car, so he walks all the way. He always tries to surprise in case it's your birthday. His breath is bad cause he can't brush his teeth. He tried to take off his mask and found a mask underneath. He bumps his head when he enters a door. His shoes are shabby cause it's hard to find size 24. His DVR is broke, he's out of groceries too. He's scanning cause he saved the biggest portion for you. Ba-dum-dum-dum, Slender Man, sympathy for Slender Man. His raspy voice is just a common cold. He's got so many arms but nobody to hold. Have sympathy for poor Slender Man. He hangs out with the trees because the trees don't judge. His friend requests ignored by Sadako and the Grudge. Sympathy for Slender Man. He's always doing the best he can. Just don't let the song get stuck in your head, or he'll show up tonight at the end of your bed. And no one meets Slender without ending up dead. No sympathy for Slender Man.